Do you have a to-do list? You write so many tasks on it, then you don't know where to start. You get overwhelmed. You feel like you're being pulled in so many different directions. You start procrastinating, then you say, fuck it, and end up getting nothing done. You then feel guilty and angry at yourself for not getting anything done. Can you relate to this? Well, today we're going to be talking about time management and how you can make sure that you're completing your daily tasks without getting overwhelmed. But before we talk about that, as always, we start this podcast by shining light on our amazing community, which is the Grateful Club. Firstly, welcome. If you're unaware of what the Grateful Club is, it's a free Instagram accountability group where every day you post 3 things that you're grateful for. Honestly, it's an awesome community, supportive people, such positive vibes. I love jumping in it every single day, even on those bad days. I jump into the chat and straight away after reading some of those gratitudes, it shifts me into such a positive state of mind and gets me thinking of all the things that I'm actually grateful for that day. This week, we had 195 gratitudes written in and we've added 4 new members, which is so awesome to see the community growing. It does make it so much harder for me to pick gratefuls out to read out this week, but hey, let's jump in. And as always, if you want to be a part of the Grateful Club, just send the Better Project Instagram page a message and I'll add you straight into it. But let's read some gratitudes. This week we had Tony. Tony's had some time off social media this week and he's finally rejoined the group. So Tony is grateful for having a conversation with a complete stranger, coming back to socials after taking a break from it. Darkness can teach us some of the most powerful experiences in our life. Oh, always with the deep stuff, Tony. Always with the deep stuff. Then we got Kerry. This is a really appreciation one for Kerry. Grateful that I didn't self-sabotage and went to my first PT appointment this morning. Grateful that he was an amazing dude, totally on the same wavelength with spirituality, etc. Grateful that I decided to commit to my health and book another session with him. Kerry, you are truly amazing. I know you put in the group chat you wanted some accountability and you're on this new health journey and you want to continue to improve and get better, and you're definitely doing that and you're taking the right steps in the right direction. So keep doing you, Kerry. You're going to smash it. And then we have Laura. I'm so grateful for all the gratefuls on here to read and which inspire me every single day. I feel you in that, Laura. Second one is staying dedicated to myself and making gym a part of my everyday routine, and music as it gets me through every single day. Have an amazing day, everyone. Demi, grateful for going on a 4-day break up north. No phone signal. I can't wait. Oh, yes, that is so awesome just to take a step back from socials or from society and just go and connect with yourself, connect with nature, and not have any worries in the world, really. So that is awesome. So happy for you, Demi. Second one is proud of myself for holding my ground when people try to disrespect me and my boundaries. That is so important to implement boundaries and not let anyone overstep them or disrespect you. So you're a strong woman and keep doing what you're doing. And your third one is having my home being safe in and warm. Yes, I think it's going to be a very cold winter. So make sure you rug up, you stay in warm, put on the heater, whatever the case may be. Thank you for sharing that, Demi. Megan, grateful for all the achievements I've accomplished in such a small time. You have achieved so much. I say this every time I mention Megan, it's like you have grown like another foot every single week. It's awesome to see. Your second one, going out for more walks. That is awesome. And 3, spending time with people that have a positive impact in my life. Yes, your environment is so key to your personal development and your growth. It can either bring you up or it can drag you down. So it's awesome that you're spending more time with positive people. Keep doing you. And the last one is Jesse. Grateful for mornings with my family before I head off to work, being a part of a cool youth engagement project, and opportunities to learn and grow. They're all the gratefuls for this week. Now, as I said, it's getting so hard to pick what gratitudes kind of stand out to me and what ones I want to share on the podcast. But it's a good and bad thing to have because it shows that, hey, this community is growing and so many gratitudes are flowing through the chat every single day. It's like, oh my, this is awesome. But like, what ones am I going to read out? So keep sending yours in and hopefully next week yours will be the one that's read out. But let's jump into today's topic. I'm super pumped for this one because it's something that I've personally been going through. Now, today, obviously, I want to talk about time management, which is something that, as I said, I've been struggling with. I've being so focused and so driven to grow this podcast, to grow this business, plus, trying to turn up as a father, as a partner, as a worker in my day job, and most importantly, myself, it can be so overwhelming. And it's like, you have so much things to do, your energy is being pulled in so many different directions, and it can be quite overwhelming. But there's this great quote by James Clear of, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." Now, we all have goals and we all have tasks that we need to get done, but we try to get them all done at once, and we have no structures and no systems in place. And half the time we're doing stuff that's it's not even helping us get closer to the destination that we want to go. So for me, I was like, I need to make a change here. And from doing some personal development and going to events and learning from others, I've now implemented a system where I split my daily tasks into 4 categories. Now, I'm just going to this is going to be a quick overview of it for you guys and how you can implement it. But the first one is so you break it up into the 4 categories. Your first one is most important. So like your top 3 priorities for the day. For example, a meeting, lunch, launch the new business, a date night. A date night is very important for everyone out there. If you have a partner, or even if you go out with, your mum or your dad or a friend, like just getting out, or even a date night with yourself, booking in a date night with yourself. Do that. I think it's so important. But number 1 is your top 3 priorities for the day that you have to get done that day. Number 2 is enjoyment/self-care. For example, going to the gym, a family walk, meditation, catching up with friends. The things that you enjoy and bring you like leisure and pleasure for that day, and it just makes you feel good. Number 3 is the 20-80 rule. So which 20% of my tasks will give me 80% of the results? For example, drinking 3 liters of water per day, eating 3 meals a day. For me, one of mine is daily engagement and networking with followers, as the more connections I create, the bigger and stronger this community grows, which then has a knock-on effect into having such a positive impact on the growth of my podcast and my business. So it's like, what little tasks can you do a day which are going to give you bigger results, so the 80% results. The 4th one is delegation. What tasks can you delegate? We get caught up thinking that we have to do everything, but our time is our greatest asset. If we can get someone else to do it for us, which will then allow us more time to focus on our other priorities, spend more time with our family, go out in nature, do those kind of things that we enjoy, start doing it. I highly recommend, if you can do it, do it. For example, like online shopping. We may get similar like items in our shopping every week. So just do it online. Boom, they deliver it straight to your door. That is a delegation. For me, it was paying someone to create a new logo or create a new intro for the podcast. Yes, I could have done it, but it would have taken me so much longer. It would have taken me hours to do, where I can just pay someone and then boom, I can just focus on spending more time with my daughter, which is so much more important to me than spending it on an intro or a logo, which is not my strong point. So if you can delegate. Now, after splitting these into these 4 categories, so splitting all your tasks into the 4 categories, the tip is to have no more than 3 tasks per category. And the way you work through it is you go from delegation. So at the beginning of each day, you go through your tasks. What ones can I delegate first? Boom, get that out of the way, delegate it. Then you go through your most important ones. So your top 3 priorities for the day, you get them out of the way. Then 2 is your enjoyment, your self-care, your leisure. And then 3 is the 20-80 rule. So all the little things that you can do, they're going to move the needle forward and get you those 80% of the results. And honestly, if you can start doing this every day and start implementing it, you'll see such a positive shift in your life, and you won't be so overwhelmed. Even if you don't get everything done, say you get your most important task done and you get your enjoyment and self-care done, but you don't get, the little task, the 20-80 rules task done, it's fine. You've still pushed the needle forward. You're still, moving the needle forward in every area of your life. You're not being so hard on yourself. You're not getting so overwhelmed, because you've still gotten the most important task done for that day. So make sure you implement it. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. So I'm just going to go over it again. So you split your tasks into 4 categories. The first one being most important. The second one being enjoyment/self-care. The third one, 20/80 rule. The fourth one, delegation. Start doing that today. And just to update actually on the Better Project, as you may be aware, I haven't been putting out episodes for maybe the last month or so. I've been doing a rebrand. I've just been the look, the kind of content that I'm going to be putting out. I'm just totally like rebranding it. But we're looking to relaunch the podcast in the coming weeks, which I am super pumped on because I've been putting so much time and effort into bringing it all together. I just got the new thumbnail and logo created. I'm waiting on the intro, and then I just have to start like booking in guests and start recording. But stay tuned. There's going to be so much more details coming, and as I said, I'm super pumped, and I know you are all going to get value from it. And it's going to help you to go to that next level and achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So thank you so much for listening. If you got value out of today's episode, all I ask is that if you can give a 5-star rating and or a review, plus if you could share it with your friends and family, it just helps me to continue growing and, reaching more people. That would be amazing. I hope you all have a great day. And as always, stay grateful. Cheers.